Do you need the help of a lawyer specializing in trusts and estates? Are you intimidated by the whole process? You'd be surprised how many great options the right professional can bring to the table. Today we're catching up with a local legal expert in trusts and estates who will help you find the answers you need.
My name is Michael Koch, and I'm an attorney. I'm not a family law attorney, but I'm an attorney for your family. And I do a lot of work with estate planning strategies. And I'm here today to come up with a few examples on why you should review your estate plan from time to time. Time flies, as they say, but situations change, and it may need to be addressed in your estate planning documents. Let's go over a few examples. I have clients that get divorced. It's an unfortunate situation. A lot of things are going through your mind, and maybe the last thing is to take a look at your estate plan. But I have clients that I've reviewed the case and see that their former spouse is still listed as a beneficiary in their life insurance policy. Their former spouse is still listed as a beneficiary in their retirement accounts. And those things need to be updated when these life events change. I had a client just the other day. I was reviewing their trust and noticed that they made a special gift to an animal shelter. And I asked them, I said, I've never seen this animal shelter before. Is it still around? They said, oh my gosh, thanks for pointing that out. That went out of business 2 years ago. And we want to do an amendment to change that to an animal shelter that's still in operation. Another example are your children. You do a will and a trust, you nominate a guardian for them, and a couple years later they're adults. And if you're comfortable that they're now capable of handling additional duties in your estate plan, you want to amend that document, maybe to make them the beneficiary. And then the other side of the coin is perhaps your children have run into some difficulties in their life, and maybe naming them as a executor might not be a good idea, and you want to take a look and change that. Now, I had a client the other day who was reviewing their trust and noticed that their father was the executor. And in an offhand way, I asked, well, how old is your father these days, and how's he doing? The answer was, well, he's 88 and he's kind of struggling. So maybe it wouldn't be a bad idea now to amend that document to make another adult or their child the executor or the trustee of the trust, given that now that dad has reached those tender age where it might be a little bit too much for him to handle. Other examples would be when you inherit property that is now your separate property. And you may not want that to go to your spouse as part of your estate planning. You may want to go directly to your children. And those are properties that you didn't own at the time you did the original documents, and it's time to take a look at it and do an amendment. So if you already have an estate plan in place and it's been 3 to 5 years since you've taken a look at it, bring it in. We'll take a fresh look, see what we can do for you. If you have any questions or concerns, give me a call, 619-299-2199.
Pretty impressive, isn't it? And a great lawyer is always eager to help, one client at a time. Are you interested in finding out more information? You can contact today's expert at the number on your screen. Thanks for stopping by.